Okay, good morning. It's Saturday morning, the 16th of March. I left yesterday the Everglades and headed up towards Naples. I went up Highway 1, took a left on Highway 41, which kind of runs on the northern border of the Everglades. And that was the most interesting trip. Did not do any GoPro video, but I did stop at a little park on the side of the road and took a break, drank some water, used the restroom, stretched my legs and stuff. And there was a little part of a creek or a little small pond or whatever you want to call it near the park. And there were 4 great big old alligators in the creek. And I took some still photos on the with my camera on the phone, and I'll try to insert them right here. And then that was quite exciting. Spent all morning and part of the afternoon inside Everglades National Park, expecting to see alligators. And I don't see anything but birds and maybe some lizards and stuff. And I head on up toward Naples, and lo and behold, there they are. They must be having a convention or something. But I came on up toward Naples, made it almost into Naples, and got a room for the night, about 5:30. At the Woodspring Inns, Woodspring Suites in Naples. It's right along I-75. I just checked out of the room, and I'm gonna get back on 75, and I'll be on 75 till I get to Macon. It's about a 10-hour drive, which translates on a motorcycle to be about a 14-hour drive. Taking breaks every hour or so, stretching legs, filling up with gas, and we'll see if I make it tonight, or if I need to get another room for the night and stay somewhere. Finish it up tomorrow. So we'll play it all by ear. So far it's been a good trip. Bike's been running super. Can't complain one bit. This has been an awesome trip of a lifetime. Said I wanted to leave Athens, go down to Key West on the Atlantic side of Florida. Wanted to stop and spend 3 or 4 days at Bike Week. I did in Daytona. And then I went down and stayed with John Finn and Carrie. 3 days, went to church with them, and then got up, went down to Fort Lauderdale, stayed with James and Sarah for a night, and got up and went on down to Key Largo, where I pitched the campsite. And then went down to Key West, spent a day, came back, checked out of the campground yesterday morning, and then headed on toward the house. So pretty much through with the sightseeing, unless something just jumps up and grabs my fancy. I'm gonna head it on in toward town, so there won't be a whole lot of more YouTube, or not YouTube, but GoPro video, unless something really comes up. It's pretty much interstate riding all along the way, so we'll see how things go. Alrighty, next one to get will probably be, unless I get something along the way, is probably be me in the garage at home. Alrighty, later. Okay, sports fans, good afternoon. It's Saturday afternoon. The time is about 20 minutes to 1, and I am in Brooksville, Florida. Just had lunch at Zaxby's. Filled up with gas. I'm about, let's see here. Trip's going good. Traffic's not too bad. It was kind of touch and go coming through Tampa, but it had a little bit of construction, but it wasn't bad. Right now I am about 440 miles from home, about 6 hours and 50 minutes. Come about 215 miles since I left the motel this morning about 7:45. Stopped a couple times, got gas a couple times, and just kind of stretched the legs. I'll see how far I can make it tonight and whether I need to get a room or not. Bike's running great. Had to restrap my bags because 2 bags in the back there had the tendency to slide back. So I got me a strap, strapped it onto the bag and tied it into this one here and pulled them closer together, and it's riding just great. There's no movement whatsoever. Riding like a top. Once you get going, you can tell that those suckers are even back there. So we're gonna get back on the road, get some more miles under our feet. Peace out. All right, good morning. It's Sunday the 17th of March. Left Naples, Florida yesterday morning, and the traffic for about 100 miles was stop and go. So it put me behind schedule, and I just made it just across the Florida-Georgia state line and got a place for the night at Days Inn. If I'd kept going and everything worked according to the time on the GPS, I would have gotten in about 9:30 or 10 o'clock last night. But I decided to go ahead and just get a place for the night, get a good night's sleep, and finish it up this morning. So I've got about 4 hours travel time back, get home, and it's 8:20 right now, so I'll be leaving here in the next 30 minutes or so. That should put me home mid-afternoon with breaks and everything. So the journey continues. It's been an awesome adventure. Seen a lot of good scenery, met a lot of good people. You know, from the trip down there, the Patriot Guard mission, right? Patriot Guard Riders mission. Stay in Jacksonville where the bike broke down. Well, it didn't break down. Had check engine light. Had to get some work done on it. And then there in Daytona for 5 days. Just had a blast at Bike Week, first one. And then on down to John and Carrie and James and Sarah, and on down to Key Largo and down to Key West and back up and going to the Everglades. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna get the bike all packed up. Bike's doing good, no problems. And get it loaded and start heading north on 75. At the little town I'm staying in is Lake Park, Georgia. I think that's what it is. Alrighty guys, we'll see you when we get home. Okay, good morning. It's been a couple of days since I got back from my trip down to Daytona for Bike Week and continued on down to visit Key West and along the coastlines of Florida. And I wanted to give you a few bits of useless and information. I left on the trip on Monday, March the 4th, and I returned on Sunday, March the 17th. That's a total of 14 days, and I spent 13 nights on the road. I traveled a total of 2,376 miles, and I camped out a total of 5 days. And 3 of those days was at Daytona for the Bike Week, and the other 2 nights was in Key Largo at the Key Largo campground. And I stayed in lodging or motel 4 nights, stayed with family 4 nights, and I was at the Daytona Bike Week for a total of 4 days and 3 nights. So that's just a little bit of information. It's would go into the cost of it and stuff, but it was very reasonable. Believe it or not, the biggest expense for the whole trip was actually the lodging and stuff. But I had that worked into my budget for the trip, so it got covered. So since I got back Sunday on March the 17th, I spent Monday unpacking and cleaning up all my gear and stuff. And during the cleaning of all my camping gear and stuff, I found that on the Rainfly for my 2-person tent, there's 6 Velcro straps or fasteners on the inside portion of the Rainfly that attaches to the tent poles. It gives it a little bit more stability and wind. Well, at Daytona there was quite a bit of wind down there, and it ripped 3 of the Velcro attachments off of the Rainfly, and so I filed a claim with the company that makes the tent, Marmot. They have a limited lifetime warranty against manufacturer's defects, and with those things coming unglued, unsewn, ever how they were on there, that's a manufacturer's defect. So they have all the information they need, and we'll see how it goes. Also, during the trip, I have a lid locks helmet lock that I am able to secure my helmet to the motorcycle. And during the trip, it started showing out. Sometimes it would lock, sometimes it wouldn't lock, sometimes it wouldn't unlock, sometimes it worked just fine. So I contacted the company Monday, and they're sending me out a new lock core for it, and so they were right on time with that. Matt, the guy at Lid Locks, was very helpful, and was taking care of backing his products and stuff. Tuesday, I bought groceries. Had to restock all my refrigerator, all my covers and stuff, because I'd timed using what I had in there to it was done and ready to go in the trash the morning I left. And that after Tuesday afternoon, I spent about 5 or 6 hours just cleaning up Otis. Talked to several guys down at Daytona Bike Week. And, during the conversations, they said, make sure as soon as you get home that you spend some time, get you a pressure washer, and rinse the motorcycle off extremely well. As much as you can rinse. So I rinsed it for probably 30 minutes. And the purpose of that was to get all the salt water spray, all the salt that gets on everything down there from the ocean, to get it off the bike, keep it from rusting. So after I rinsed it for about 30 minutes, I spent the next 4 or 5 hours washing it, detailing it, waxing it, and doing what I could to make sure that the salt air and stuff down there didn't have any negative effects on the bike. So that's just a few bits of information there for you. Now, since Tuesday, I've been spending time just trying to get the videos downloaded to the computer and start putting together a video of compiling all the individual videos that I have. So hopefully we can get that done next couple of days. All right, hope everybody has a good one.